Okay, so we have seen that Lagrangian, this is the Lagrangian for a charged particle. Uh, the EM field. Okay, so now let us consider some example how to find actually. Suppose I have a charge particle, charge Q, and moving in a uniform magnetic field, say B equal to B0 K. Okay, so if I have a magnetic field in this direction, but I have to find this, to find the Lagrangian, I have to find the potential. Okay, so you have to find, this is the magnetic field, what will be the A, this is the question. Okay, so if this is the question, then see, for a uniform magnetic field we know A equal to half B cross R, right? B cross R cross B, B cross R, I think. This you try to prove that if for a uniform magnetic field, otherwise you have to use B equal to curl of A. This is a general, everywhere it is valid, but if you have a uniform magnetic field, vector potential you can find by using this. So so let me calculate this. So for z y component, so a vector will be half, b is your b0 k, and r is the position vector x I plus y j plus z k. Right, so I have to calculate this. So when I have k cross I is j, right? So b0 x j, and then k cross j is minus I, so it will be minus half b0 y I, and k cross k will be 0. So this is your vector potential. So let me write my vector potential in this form, that it is b0 y by 2 minus, and then plus b0 x by 2 and 0. So this is my vector potential. So what will be my Lagrangian for a charged particle in the this magnetic field? L should be T minus q phi. Phi will not be there, then no electric field, so no phi, then q minus minus plus, so it will be T plus C, then x dot ax is this, so minus b0 y by 2 plus y dot b0 x by 2. So you have the Lagrangian T minus q by C, and b0 by 2 also you can take outside, so it will be x dot y minus x dot xy dot. Q b0 by 2c, so this will be your magnetic field. Okay, so similarly, if I have a uniform electric field, suppose I said the charge particle q q charge, and then its electric field E is given by, say, E0 x direction, suppose. So how you'll find that? You have to find here phi. Phi is uh, E was your minus grad phi, or right? and there is a 1 over c del A del T, but there is no magnetic field, only electric field, so this term is 0. Even for a constant uniform magnetic field also it will be 0 because no time varying vector potential. So and since it is electric field only in the x direction, so I direction, let me write I is a consistent I direction, so it will be minus del phi del xi minus del phi del y j minus del phi del z k. But only these are 0. So if phi is independent of y and z, it depends only on x, and del phi del x is minus E0. So you can write phi is minus E0 x plus c, but will not matter that c in the your Lagrangian. Okay. Yeah, so your Lagrangian will be T, L equal to T minus Q by C, no, Q phi, right? Q times phi, so it will be minus E0 x, and then plus C will be constant. Q times C will be a constant, so this will be your Lagrangian for only electric field. Okay. Similarly, if you have we'll consider more examples. Similarly, you can have a both. Suppose case 3, you have a electric field E0 I direction, and also you have a magnetic field B0 K direction, both. So what will be the Lagrangian for charge particle for this? So I already work out for phi is minus E0 x, and A I already minus B0 y by 2c and B0 x by 2c times 0 and 0. Third component K component is 0. Okay. So we will have your Lagrangian T kinetic energy minus Q times E0 x plus Q by C times x dot minus B0 y by 2c plus y dot B0 x by 2c. So this will be your Lagrangian. So we know how to find the equation motion for we find that how the Lagrangian for different situation of electric and magnetic field. Next, what we'll consider, there are some issues still regarding this, is that suppose I have a hydrogen atom. And placed in the magnetic field. So what will be the Lagrangian? First you have to find the Lagrangian for hydrogen atom. Then what will be the Lagrangian if you put in the magnetic field? Okay.
हाँ, ये वेक्टर पोटेंशियल में बी नॉट वाई ओवर 2 होगा ना, सी नहीं होगा ना नीचे?
हाँ, that C is already taken outside, so there is no C. Yeah, there will be C, but that C is outside. Yeah, you are right.
सर ऊपर वाले में भी जहाँ पे आपने सिर्फ वेक्टर पोटेंशियल लिखा है वहां पे भी सी लिखा है फाई के नीचे.
Only 2. C will not come here. C is in the Lagrangian. Yeah, you are right. Okay, so first you have to, hydrogen atom means what? Hydrogen atom means you have a proton in the center, charge particle, and you have a electron moving around. So this is, so you can think of a 3D problem 3D problem with two charge particle, proton which has charge plus E and electron which has charge minus E. So you have to first write your Lagrangian. This is pure hydrogen atom. Then we'll go for hydrogen atom in the magnetic field. So hydrogen atom, so you have a Lagrangian for electron, then you have Lagrangian for proton, then you have Lagrangian for electron proton. Because this is charge particle, there will be Coulomb interaction. So this will be the structure of the Lagrangian. What will be this? This will be half me x electron dot square x y electron dot square plus z electron dot square, because electron can have coordinate x y z, which I denoted by x of electron, x of y of electron, z of electron. So this will be the Lagrangian, and of course when you consider the 3D problem, one of the direction will be vertical. So let us consider z direction is vertical. So m E G Z E will be its potential energy, if you consider. Similarly, proton exactly same, half MP XP dot square YP dot square plus ZP dot square minus MP G ZP. So far whatever we have learned according to this will be the Lagrangian. We are not considering in a plane. If you consider in a plane, then potential energy may not be there, z coordinate may not be there. So if you have xy plane, z equal to 0, and if you have a vertical plane, then again potential energy will come. L electron proton will be so two charge particles, so it will be let me write square by 4 pi epsilon. If you also don't write, no problem. Then r, right? R should be square root of x of electron minus x of proton whole square plus y of electron minus y of proton whole square plus z of electron minus z of proton whole square. Okay. This is fine. So now okay, now there is a magnetic field. So now I apply magnetic field B equal to Z0 in k direction. So for that we already have calculated my potential. Vector potential will be B0 y minus by 2 and B0 x by 2 and 0. Okay. So but this depends on the coordinate vector potential. So we have to consider there are two charge particle. So two charge particle, one is electron and one is proton. So for both there will be vector potential, right? So for example, for A of electron, it will be minus B0 ye by 2 and B0 xe by 2, and of course this is 0. Then you will have A of proton. Vector potential for proton will be similarly B0 yp by 2, B0 xp by 2 and 0. So this is the common mistake students do, that they thought that there will be only one vector potential, but the number of the charged particle, they are different. The vector potential also will be different. Now you can write your Lagrangian. So this part will be modified by this part will be modified by the magnetic field, right? So now your Lagrangian of electron will be, let me write kinetic energy, then q by c, only vector part. So this q by c, x dot ax plus y dot ay plus z dot az, right? This part I'm writing. So now for electron, this q is minus e, so this will be plus e by c, then x electron dot ax of electron is minus b0 y electron by 2, then y electron dot ay b0 x electron by 2. So this will be the electron Lagrangian, the magnetic field, and of course this will be there, m electron of g minus m electron g z e will be of course there. Similarly, you can write proton, and then you add together all, so you'll get a Lagrangian for a charged particle, Lagrangian for the hydrogen atom in the magnetic field. Or if you have any configuration of charge, you can have a electron positron system, you can have a 2 proton system. So everywhere you can find the Lagrangian. And in the magnetic field, this will be minus or plus. This I think electron and proton, this will be a minus, right? Attractive potential, so this will be minus. So when you add this, this will be in the Lagrangian, it will be give a minus sign. Okay, is that okay for everybody? Any questions? Now there is a important thing, concept that I'll tell you, then I'll go back to the mid-sem question paper. Important thing is that I said the vector potentials, this A is not unique. It is related by gauge transformation, A prime equal to A plus gradient of lambda. That means any lambda, arbitrary lambda, I can find A prime, which also will be correspond to the same magnetic field. So is not unique. Okay. So if it is not unique, then there will be many Lagrangian for the same system, right? So for example, I can give you, suppose I said B equal to B0 k direction, and I give a vector potential minus B0 y by 2 and B0 x by 2 and 0. Now I give, this is a A1. Now I give another A2 is minus B0 y 0 0. I give another vector potential 0 b0 x and 0. Now calculate the magnetic field for all three. So if you calculate the magnetic field, so for first we have already seen that it will. Now for second one, so B1 is also B0 k, that we already know. So B2, for the A2 let us calculate, it is curl of A. Curl means derivative will act on this. So so let me write del del, so I j k, let me write clearly, not in hurry. So I j k, then del del x, del del y, del del z. Now A2 has only B0 y 0 0. So now if I component, if I calculate, this is 0. If I calculate j component, if I calculate, no, if I calculate j component, this is again 0. This will act on this will act on this. Now if I component k component, then this will act on this, will give you non-zero, and there is a minus sign, this is minus sign, so this also B2 also will be B0 k. Similarly, B3 also you calculate, you can get B0 k. So there are three vector potential, and these three vector potential are related by they will correspond to three different Lagrangians. So three different Lagrangian. So what will be those three Lagrangians? So let us L1 will be T. T has nothing, no problem. Then Q by C. Then X dot. So first Lagrangian will be X dot B0 Y minus by 2. Then plus Y dot B0 X by 2. Right? Lagrangian 2 will be T minus Q by C. You have now Lagrangian 2, what was I have? B0 Y. Okay. So it will be minus X dot B0 Y. Lagrangian 3 will be T minus Q by C B0 X. So Y dot B0 X. Now you can very easily check that these three Lagrangian are same. How to check? That was one question in your mid-sem also, that the two Lagrangian, when they are same, you have to check the differences. So maybe I can check L1 L2 minus L3. Let me write L2 minus L3. I want to check the equivalence of these two. So L2 minus L3, this will get cancelled. So minus Q by C X dot B0 Y, this is minus plus, this will be Q by C Y dot B0 X. So now let us take common B0 Q B0 and C outside. So this is minus plus X dot Y plus Y dot X. Okay, so this will be Q B0 by C ddt of xy. So this is L2 is then L3 plus df dt. And this is the properties of Lagrangian we know. So this means that L2 and L3 are equivalent. So even we get a infinitely many Lagrangian, because of the infinitely many vector potential, they are equivalent. So similarly, you can check with L2, L1, L3, L3, L1, all will be like this with a maybe a different f, but every times this. Also, I'll not do this, that there are three vector potential. I wrote A1, A2, A3, right? So find show that these, I have found three, but infinitely many you can find. Show that these vector potential, these are related by so you have to find this lambda such that A1 and A2 are connected. Maybe A prime is A2, A1 is A, so find they are related by this. So this prove yourself that all these vector potentials, this vector potential related by gauge transformation. Okay. Okay. So that is good. So maybe I'll not teach anything else. So let me take your attendance today, and then I will discuss the mid-sem exam. Okay. So today is 30th. Okay. So Anmol, what is your roll number?
Sir, 120.
120. Last class you were not there then.
No, sir.
Avinash 165. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anmol. Avinash. Then Ayush. What is roll number? Ayush Kumar Namdeo. Hello?
124.
124.
124, sir.
124. Deepak Mishra.
Yes,
Math 05, right? 054. Then Govind Chand is 127. Okay. Mohammad Yasin. Roll number, please.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, रोल नंबर कितना है?
174, sir.
174, 177, then 136. Robikant, Pratik Singh, Shayan Hati, 182.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 182.
182. Then Shantan Roy, 141.
Yes, sir. 141.
Then Shiv Shankar,
Yes, sir. 199.
199. Shruti,
146.
146. Then Shubham Kumar, 090.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shubham Prajapati,
Yes, sir.
कितना रोल नंबर?
PHY 093.
रोल नंबर पूछ रहा है तो ये सर क्यों बता रहा है? तृप्ति सिंह, बताओ रोल नंबर.
PH 19220 PHY 102.
कितना स्टूपिड हो, हमने बता रहा है लास्ट दिन, हम तो 2 मिनट टाइम बर्बाद कर रहा है.
102, सॉरी.
हाँ, PHY भी बताना जरूरी नहीं है, हम एक ही मैथ का स्टूडेंट है. हाँ, वैभव उपाध्याय.
Sir, 104.
104. Anybody else? I have taken everybody's attendance.
Sir,
Sir, Deepak.
145.
Sir, Deepak Mishra 054. Math 054.
But I have already taken. I told you also. Somodeep Mukherjee, your roll number?
150.
150. And Shraddhanjali, you, what is
Yes,
your
sir.
roll number?
So 145.
Okay, 145. Anybody else? Sujit Kumar Sujit Saigal, batao.
Yes. 200.
Exactly 200.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so attendance completed. Now, batao, tell me what was the problem in your mid-sem exam? What was the difficulties? See, I'll not consider late submission. See, 12:30 we can consider up to 12:40 the maybe, and 1 o'clock submission in according to my mail I'll consider up to 1:15. After that it will be considered late submission. That doesn't mean that I'll not check your copy. I'll check your copy, everything, but for late submission you have to lose marks depending on how much late you are. I got a copy at 2:30. It cannot be your exam paper, right? Whatever reason is that. Your internet is not working, you have difficulties, all these you have to sort it out, because this is open book also. The exam is open book. You are giving a freedom of open book, open WhatsApp group, open notes, everything. So that freedom is giving. I am not giving you that freedom of late submission. So up to 1:15, we'll consider that in time. Up to 12:40, the first question we'll consider in time. Yes, I'll listen now your complaints.
Sir, the mail you had sent before, I think it was wrong. So I sent it at 12:31 on that mail, and I started doing the second paper. So after some time, I checked my phone like 12:46. Then I saw that mail was wrong. So I resent that first paper at 12:46 on the right mail, but I have the screenshot of the wrong
Yeah, no
mail.
problem with that. So you reported me that time. It was excuse me. So that I have already knew. So by mistake, so that is no problem. Nobody else has that problem. So all others.
Sir, I faced the same problem actually.
But you submitted the second one late, no? So second one you submitted
Yes, sir,
at
9%.
123 or something. So that will be considered as late, because if your mail is not going, in that email address is not going immediately, you will realize 1 or 2 people. But anyhow, don't worry about that. Your answer will be important. Those who are regularly attending the classes, no problem of that. But those who are not attending the classes, and they are late, so they will be penalized heavily. Those who are regular in the class, don't worry about it. But those who are not regular, only exam appearance and management, they will do the management. Those will strictly handle those. And regarding the question, some people says that it was lengthy, that I'm going to explain. Now, how much time I have? 20 minutes. Full question I'll solve here. So even it will not take 20 minutes, but you have to know that what is the answer or what you are supposed to write in the answer. Okay, so let me discuss. The first was that Lagrangian was given. First question, Lagrangian was half m. I'm writing everything: x dot square, y dot square, z dot square, minus half k x square plus z square. Okay, so you are supposed to find what are the quantities conserved and what are the corresponding conservation laws related. So this Lagrangian, for this Lagrangian, T is cyclic, Y is cyclic. So immediately I realized that energy, total energy, E, Py is, which is nothing but del L del Y dot, are conserved. So these two are conserved. Immediately I can find. And corresponding symmetries, this will be translational, T going to T plus A. This is the symmetry under this. This Lagrangian will be invariant. This correspond to Y will go to Y plus B. This under this is a symmetry of this Lagrangian. But so this is 1 minute job. But now there is one more conserved quantities. That is the main thing I wanted to see. So there is Y is missing, but also K and X and Z has same coefficient. When they will have same coefficient, they are invariant under rotation, because if you have a vector in the XZ plane, any vector in the XZ plane is invariant under the rotation. This quantity is invariant under rotation about y-axis. You can verify, take a rotation about, though there no need of that. So my, the angular y component of angular momentum is conserved. And y component angular momentum, what will be the symmetry? Symmetry is the rotation about y-axis. Only this information will give you the full marks in this question, if you have submitted in time. Now question 2. What was the question 2? Can somebody remind me? It was that wire problem?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So you have a particle who moves in a wire given by equation ay equal to x to the power 4. And y direction is vertical. Now the whole frame is moving, rotating about angular velocity omega, constant angular velocity omega. So this is the, so what will be the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy will be half m x dot square plus y dot square, okay, plus rotational kinetic energy half m r square omega square, right? This is the moment of inertia, and then omega square, but r square is nothing but x square plus y square, then omega square. This will be the kinetic energy. Potential energy is mgy. So your Lagrangian is T minus U is this. Now you have to use this constant y equal to x4 by a. So y dot equal to 4 by a x cube x dot. So this will be y dot. So you substitute these two here. So your Lagrangian will be half m x dot square plus y dot square, means 16 by a square x6 x dot square plus half m x square plus 1 over s square x to the power 8 omega square minus mg x4 by a. So this is my Lagrangian, and it's so straightforward. Nothing was there. Only thing, it is unseen completely. And you have to find equation of motion. So I'll not calculate equation of motion, but if you know equation derivative, then you can find your equation of motion. You don't need to simplify. You just calculate this derivative and put this is equal to 0. This is your equation of motion.
Sir,
How? Tell
sir,
me.
it was written in the question that this whole curve moves around the y-axis, so it will always have a z. It will always have a z component. I mean, it will move in the xz plane also.
No. You see, y is vertical. Y is vertical written clearly, no? So x and y in a vertical plane. XY is not a horizontal plane.
Sir, can you draw and just show the motion of the curve?
It's rotating about its apex.
This is, suppose this is the position xy, then it is also rotating. This will be, this is y, this is x is vertical. No question of z. This is position of the particle xy, which is also rotating. I'm not drawing the curve. This curve may be like this. So that curve. But that curve, everything is rotating, so it will have a rotational kinetic energy. Only I wanted to see whether you can understand the rotational kinetic energy. Okay. So third question was the two Lagrangian. That already you know the answer. L2 minus L1 you are supposed to calculate. So if you calculate, the kinetic energy will get cancelled. Let me see, it is in my mobile. Let me see the Lagrangian. Only problem that जुगाड़ का, if you think that okay सर का एग्जाम जुगाड़ से हो जाएगा उस दिन, तो नहीं हो पाएगा, और कॉपी करने के लिए भी हम टाइम नहीं दे रहा है. This minimizing your time is only to reducing the time for copying. If the students are honest, then I don't have to do anything. And those who have objection about the exam, please come to the department. I'll take another exam in the hall. So I'll take a offline exam in the hall. If you are agree, I can, anybody, you can come and I'll take a make-up exam. So this, if you calculate the L2 minus L1, then Q part will cancel. Q by C, x dot y z minus x dot y first term, then y dot x z plus z dot xy. This is the first Lagrangian terms, and second Lagrangian term is Q by C. So minus Q by C, so y dot x by 2 plus x dot y by 2. Okay. 2 is because the second term has Q by 2C. So now you can see that this term is a perfect differentiation. So this term and this term can be simplified and it will be minus. So this whole term will be df dt, where f is Q by C xyz minus xy by 2. So that this L2 and L1 are equivalent. And then excuse me. Then another part is to find another equivalent Lagrangian which is also equivalent to both. So another equivalent, you can write d dt of x square L2 plus d dt of y square or xy square, anything. These all are equivalent. So that is 10-second answer for the second part. Okay. So all these are equivalent and non-trivial. I said non-trivial because I'm not expecting you to write L2 plus C. or L2 equal to L equal to A times L2. This kind of trivial equivalent. This will give you the full marks if you have done that L2 minus L1 is dd df dt, and then this. Sorry, I have cold and problem is that. Okay, so now the fourth problem. Fourth problem is a differentiation problem, right? It's L half sum over mi xi dot square I minus half k sum over I j, but they are not equal to each other, 1 to n 1 to n. Then you have 1 over xi minus xj square, right? This is the Lagrangian, I think. You have to find the nth particle. So nth particle Lagrangian will be equation will be xn, it should be xn dot minus del L del xn equal to 0. You have to calculate these two derivative. So I'll show you. So suppose this term del L del xn dot. So half is there, then mi is a constant, sum is there I. So mi will be there, xi dot square will be 2 xi dot. Then xi has to be differentiated with the xn dot. So this will give you delta I of n. When I and n are equal, this will be 1, otherwise it will be 0. Now this is a sum. I has all possible 1 to capital N, but only when I is n, then this sum will survive. So this will give you mi, 2 will cancel with half, xn, mn, xn dot. When I equal to n, the sum will go away, right? And ddt of this will be mn xn double dot. That's all. Now the second term. Second term is del L del xn. This is further easy. Half k, so it is there, minus minus half k is outside. Then there are two sum. Remember, one sum is I, another sum j, which is not equal to I. There are two sum, which I wrote you the single sum, but you understand that. So 1 over xi minus xj square. So minus 2 time cube. 1 over x square derivative is minus 2 by x cube. So minus 2 by this. Then this term has to be differentiated. Will be delta I n minus delta j n. When xi is differentiated with respect to xn, it will give you delta I n. This. That's all. Now let us simplify this. First, minus 2 minus, and this all will give you k. Now there is this sum, I sum will be I equal to n. So I sum will go away with this delta function. So it will be xn minus xj cube sum over j. Okay, first term, this term. Second term will be a minus, sum over k will be there, sum over, now I will be there, j sum will go away because j has to take the specific value n. So j will take specific value n. So it will be 1 over xi minus xn whole cube. But this is, see, this is a I minus n, this is n minus j. So this can be combined, this will be plus, so it will be 2k sum over I x n minus xi whole cube. Okay, so your equation motion will be mi x n x n double dot minus 2k sum over I xn minus xi q equal to 0. So I 14 minutes with explanation and writing everything, almost everything, 14 minutes. Of course, if you know the answer, you need some thinking time, but total half an hour time is good enough. And not only that, you had I'm giving additional 15 minutes, so I'm considering your answer script still 115 as the appropriate time. After that, it will be considered for late, but depending on your late, I'll consider that. And anybody who has copied, if I find somebody has copied, both person will be penalized. I'll point it out. I'll explain how if I find somebody copying, that I'll explain where they have copied, how they have copied. So any question about the length of this? If you don't know the answer, then a whole day you can take, and I cannot give you to answer some question, open book question, for a long time, right? It is open book. This question in internet nowadays, in Google, somewhere you will find able to find these questions. Even though I am saying this is a unseen question, but you can see somewhere. Even this question I have asked in final exam also, so you can find somewhere. Any question? So there was one student. Who was that student? Let me check. He was writing in the group. Maharshi Kumar, are you there today? Maharshi Kumar, you don't bother about to attend classes, then you are having those problems. If you don't attend my class, even in the final semester exam, even your father, mother, friends, teachers sit beside you, still you will have problem in answering my question. I am saying that even if you have a tutor, classical mechanics tutor at home, and he or she also sits beside you to solve this exam, you will still have difficulties if you don't attend my classes regularly, even your final exam. And now university is not listening to us. University is giving that 8 question, 4 you have to answer. That was first semester when pandemic started, was okay, but now this is not fair, that 8 question and out of 8 4 has to answer. Those relaxation is not, they are not listening to us. So we will also make our question such that student can get good knowledge, otherwise they will not able to answer. And please send message to your friends. Those who are not attending class, they will have problem. Your sessional marks is not only the exam marks. This they have to know. Sessional marks means your class performance also. And if you are not coming to the class, no question of class performance. And now onwards, every day I'll take attendance. You are forcing me to take the attendance, so I'll take the attendance. Earlier I was not taking, assuming the student will attend the classes. Student has no problem, but they are not attending because they can appear in the exam. That means all the students are aware of this. In the exam we have 60 students, but more than 60 students, and in class we have 20-30 students. Anyway, do you have any question today? Otherwise today's class is over. I'll leave it. Assignment also, I'll everybody has to submit, and probably everybody has to submit a different assignment, not the same assignment. 62 student will submit. You can understand, I have in the list 54 problems. I can add more problems. I'll ask every student to submit one problem. So all different, I can add 60 more problems in the assignments. I can ask every student to submit 2 problems each. I can ask 10 problem also, but that will decide. Anybody has any comments?
No, sir.
No,
But,
sir.
but question was not difficult, right?
Sir,
No, sir.
there was time pressure.
Time pressure, that I explain you now. This I solve it 14 minutes with explaining to you. So if you know the answer, then where the difficulties will come? The only thing is that it is lack of, I know a Lagrangian, but it is not that always it will be an x. So I can have a vector Lagrangian, I can have a multi-Lagrangian with index. So those things you have to think. See, now you are in a graduate class. I will not like a 6th, 7th class that I will explain everything, all details. Difficulties level, where was the difficulties level? Last question, difficulties level, how to handle the index. The middle portion, there is no difficulty level. Properties of Lagrangian, 2 Lagrangian will be equivalent if there are difference by a total derivative term. So you just subtract and find, check whether they are total derivative or not. Third problem, where I just add a rotation such that the rotational kinetic energy one has to consider. And first problem was what? What was the first problem?
Symmetry.
Symmetric. This is also known to you. Only thing that 2 of the symmetries is very straightforward. Total energy, and I am sure that many people will miss the total energy. Total energy, unless there is a T dependence, there is a T explicit T in the Lagrangian, total energy is conserved. So total energy and the y is very easy to find, that py is conserved. Only that y component of the angular momentum, but still I have checked few students, still that has done, that it is rotational invariant. Time pressure I purposefully gave you because you people are helping those I have a feedback from students that students solve example and solution they send to others. Otherwise, those who are not attending class, how they will able to answer the question? They will not able to answer a single question. From my part, if anybody is not attending a single class, will not able to answer a single question. But because of you, the good people, I am saying the responsibility is the good people. They are helping, they are putting solution to the WhatsApp group, they are sending solution to the students. That you are doing bad to those students. And also for you could have think more, you could have spent more time. So time constant will be there, and final exam also will find something. So our purpose is to find who is good, who is not so good, who is average, this kind of student, because we have to, the whole purpose of exam is that to help to find out good student. So that is the whole purpose. Okay. Anyhow, so don't worry about the exam. If somebody is thinking that this time is constrained, I'll take a proper 1 hour exam if you come to the offline exam. And now department is asking us to take a offline class. SN Bose Hall has a camera, other lecture hall has a camera, so they can record, and those who are not coming, we can send them the recording. So there will be offline classes probably after Deepavali, and once offline classes, people will ask you to appear in the offline exam also. So I don't know, but it may happen because already we got a notice from head that take offline classes. So very soon we may also take classes in the lecture hall. Anyway, so today's class is over.
So you will share these lectures by which date?
Which lecture?
Today's lecture and yesterday's, because I couldn't be able. I didn't join yesterday's lecture as I was traveling. Not yesterday, Thursday's lecture.
But you joined there. You see, my
Yes, sir,
memory.
but
My
I
memory.
joined.